Welcome to everyone. If you are watching for the very first time and you are motivated, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Today, I am here to remind us of something very important. I know you already knew, but guess what? Sometimes we have to remind ourselves. And as a family, I want to remind us today how important it is to have some form of support systems set up, right? Very important. And number one, it is very important because when you have a very strong support system or more than one support system set up in your life, it improves your self-esteem. That's number one. Number two, you have a sense of belonging in this world. Wherever you are, you have a sense of belonging, having a strong support system. The next thing, you benefit from emotional health. Your emotional health will be so good and up and booming. It also enhance your coping skills at work, at school, wherever you are academically, it enhance your coping skills, right? Now, it also boosts your motivation, your determination. And let me tell you, growing up, I have a lot of support systems. So you don't have to have one support system. You have social support system, you have mental health support system, you have monetary support system, you have physical support system, you have all type of support system. Now it is very important that you identify what type of support system you need. Now, as I said, growing up, I have a lot of support system. Now, one of the support system I used to have was from my mom. Very important, and because anything I need, I would go to my mom, whether it would be monetary, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. She used to be one of my support system, very strong support system. Now, I used to have support system at church because at church, I have the older people. I used to love to lean towards the older people. So when I need some kind of advice or encouragement or stuff like that, I would go to the older people in the church. So the church used to be one of my support system, and I used to choose the older set of people in the church because you know what? They have more experience, they have more wisdom, they know more about life. So I wouldn't choose a younger person to talk to when I was younger to get advice from or to be a support system for me. At that time of my life, I would not choose younger persons. I would choose the older people to go to sit and talk and to eat with and to socialize with and laugh. And I tell you, I used to have some of the best time of my life. And those are the times when I gained so much knowledge. And those are the advice from those older people who guide me throughout life. And so, as I go along, as I grow up, when I went to high school, I have a lot of support system. Okay, my schoolmates, some of my schoolmates used to be my support system. Because why? Sometimes I used to go to school and I didn't have any money to buy lunch. But I have friends and support system who used to look out for me, who used to buy lunch for me, who used to share the lunch with me. People who I used to able to go to and talk, to have a conversation with if I'm going through anything emotionally. I used to go to them and I will sit and I will talk with them. Some people who I have confidence in that I could share anything with. The next thing, the principal at school used to be one of my support system. Some of my teachers used to be my support system. For example, I used to do food and beverage at school. And most times I didn't have the money to buy the stuff to do my practical. And I used to go to the principal and the principal would give me the money to go and buy the stuff. Or she would say, because she used to live on property, and she would say, Jermaine, she would give me the key to her house. She said, Jermaine, go over the house, look in the fridge, you see eggs, you see this, you see that. Whatever you need for your practical, take it. And whatever you don't find in the fridge, then here is some money. Go to the shop and you will buy and do your practical. And so for years, The principal and some of the teachers at school used to be my support system. Also, at work, when I started working, some managers and co-workers used to be my support system. So guys, I'm just here today to remind you that it is very important to have some kind of support system in our life. I don't care who it is, I don't care who you choose to be your support system, but you need some kind of support system. Some of you, you are single mothers out there. You have how many kids? You need some kind of support system. Don't sit down there by yourself and think that you can make it on your own, because you cannot make it on your own. You need support system. You understand? Some of us as men, we are the head of the house, and we you go out there and you work hard and you're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to make sure you take care of your family, but at some point in time, financially, you're not going to able to take care of your family the way you want to. You understand? And you need some kind of support system, someone to back you up financially. You need some kind of support system, some mentally, emotionally, someone you can talk with. So guys, it is very important to have more than one support system. I remember times when I needed to change my uniform for high school. My parents didn't have the money sometimes to buy the new uniform, but I have some kind of support system in the church where I could get uniform from one of the church members. When I could go to one of the church members and say, hey, listen, I have to change my uniform. I have to get new uniform. However, I don't have the money to buy the new uniform now. And those are my support system. They would provide the uniform for me. The pastor wife would provide support system for me right throughout my life. So it is very important to have support system, because as I said, it will support you emotionally. It will build your self-esteem. It will build your determination, and for you to make it, for you to continue with whatever you set out to do in this life. Support system is very important. And guys, go ahead, do your own research. Don't just listen to what I have to say. Go ahead, do your research and find out how important it is to have a support system, and a good support system in your life. Thank you guys for listening, and have a wonderful day.